All right. Looks like we're live. Wandering Mason, what's up? Yo, what's up? You did lower body today? I did that yesterday.
Hello VG.
Hello, Justin Trudeau. How do you do? Thanks for the donation. Even though I don't like Nippert, I feel bad his girlfriend unalived herself. Jeff Nippert's girlfriend killed herself? Where the fuck did you hear that? Where did you hear she... So it looks like she did die. Where did you see she killed herself? Huh, weird. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, it sucks working out when it's cold. It's actually a little warmer in the basement today. Uh, I don't know why. It's kind of like when it's warmer outside, it's not necessarily warmer in the basement. Um, Today wasn't particularly warm. It was still like -2, but it feels warmer down here. All right. First set. Gig told his coworker to stop being an annoying bitch. Well, that's good, Gig. Stand up for yourself. Oh. Workout with Alex and Clarence is real delight. Superior entertainment. Might do some more workouts in the future with Alex. He lives, within reasonable driving distance, so. Now China's assisting Iran in the war as well as Russia. I don't know how Russia's assisting. Ugh. Get clapped. Ugh. Have you ever used an arm blaster? No. Used one once in Anytime Fitness. Was great pump. Makes the arm look huge. Yeah, I never used one. I've seen one at a gym before, I just never used it. I've seen Schwarzenegger use them. Ugh. You know, RE9 was so fucking good. I'm really excited for RE10. Looks like it's just gonna be more of a straight up action game with Chris and Leon. Yeah, use fat grips. Oh, they're gonna make RE10 for sure. There's gonna be a sequel. But yeah, just finish RE9. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Ugh. What are your thoughts on muscle ups? I don't think they're particularly useful for muscle growth. Because like you can do a fuck ton of dips, you can do a lot of dips with really really heavy weight, whereas pull ups are a fair bit harder. So doing like a weird combo pull up dip thing, it's basically an exercise complex. Uh, I think if you're gonna do pull-ups and you're never going to add weight to the pull-ups, so use a weight belt or use a weighted vest, then sure, like doing intensity techniques where you try to really pull yourself up as hard as you can makes sense if you want to build more muscle. But doing really heavy weighted dips and just heavy weighted pull-ups makes more sense to me. Best way to get plates? If you live in Canada, Fitness Depot has some of the best deals on plates. I would just either find a local business that sells weight plates, not like Sport Check or something. I wouldn't get weight plates from like a sports store. They're usually way overpriced. If there's an exercise equipment supply store in your area, check there. And probably the best deals you can find are just used plates, just on like Kijiji, Craigslist, something like that. There's a lot of people who like get old or aren't interested in exercise anymore, or get sick or get into a car accident and they're paralyzed or something, then they have to sell their plates. I actually got a really good deal on a bicycle once because some dude got hit by a car and was paralyzed, and then he sold his really nice road bike. No. Didn't get the insulation from Frank, so I don't think it's filled with asbestos. I remember Frank tried to import powdered lead. He made a video saying he bought something like 500 pounds of powdered lead. And it got stopped at the border because apparently there's some like weird import restrictions with lead and other toxic substances, so he never ended up getting it, but I don't know what the fuck he was planning on doing with it. He had some crazy delusional idea that lead is actually good for you. Yeah, the dinosaurs copied Frank's ideas. Oh. Yeah, I think he wanted to use it to insulate from radiation. But he's such a dumbass. It'd be nice if somebody could do third party independent testing on Frank's bullshit supplements and shit. See if there's any lead or whatever in it, or asbestos. I can guarantee you there's probably some horse shit in it that'll like kill you. Sam Sulek versus Wesley. Well, Wesley just mogged Sam Sulek. Sam has to get a lot bigger to be able to compete with Wesley. He's shorter, so there's like a weight cap limit thing. Still relative to, like, he's probably still low on the weight cap for his height. He also had really bad posing, especially the side relaxed poses. It was actually weird how bad it was. Oh. Yeah, man, I think out of that entire lineup, Wesley should probably take the win. And what's his name? That weird jackass with a beard. He missed weight, and he didn't really give an explanation for why. It seems like he was expecting to get heighted in again, and he was gonna cheat, and they're gonna let him be taller and heavier. I'm super fucking sore from that leg workout yesterday. Ah, crap. Yeah, Summerfeld, or Field, whatever. He's a weirdo. Saw him make a video with Eric Janicki, and he can like barely form sentences, and then Eric was getting confused with what he was trying to say, and then he was getting pissed off that Eric couldn't understand his nonsense. That was kind of funny. He's I don't think he'd be competitive in 212. Yeah, he's just, he doesn't have the kind of muscularity that some of the dudes in 212 have. I think the weight cap in classic is kind of just cracked. I don't know how you can fairly like create a weight cap based on height. There's got to be some point where there's like an ideal height weight ratio in like a particular class. So it might not be for dudes who are like 5'6" to 5'8", but it might be for dudes who are like maybe 5'8" to 5'10", or 5'10" to 6 foot. Like there's probably a height weight cap class that has an unfair advantage. And people just look different, right? Like some people just naturally don't have like really round protruding muscle bellies, so they have to be bigger in order to look as muscular, and then like they're going to be screwed by a weight cap thing. I don't know why it has to reload this fucking page every fucking time.
Call me son.
No. Thanks for the donation, Dennis Burgess, and Burgess isn't my dad's last name.
Hey VG, what's your max caffeine dose at once? I once hit 1200 milligrams before my workout thinking I'd be a god, but I wasn't even energetic. Just ended up spending the whole session vomiting in the gym restroom. 0-10, do not recommend.
Yeah, that's retarded. I think the most amount of caffeine I've ever had in one sitting would probably be around 600 or 700 milligrams. I developed a pretty high tolerance to it at that point, so like I still felt normal, but that's the most I've ever done in one sitting, like at once. Thanks for the donation, Goonmaster.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be black. You stay white here.
All right. Will do. Thanks for the donation, B. I don't think Sam Sulik has the greatest kind of structure for Classic. Like, in order to compete with a dude's size-wise, yeah, I think he needs another year or two, and he needs to get better at posing. But yeah, he doesn't have the kind of structure for classic, I don't think. He looks more like somebody who'd do well in open bodybuilding if they could like get big enough. I don't think he can get big enough though. Oh. Oh. Who do you think is winning the open category? Fucking cares. The open category is just a joke. Buddy, like, nobody's been able to give me a good explanation for how Derek Lunsford won. He's got to have the worst physique in all of history to win the Mr. Olympia. Like, the next 10 dudes on stage had a better physique than him. It may even be the case the next 20 dudes. Like the arms in particular are just so horrendous. He's clearly used some sort of sight enhancement. It also looks like he's been using so either been injecting the gear he's using directly into his quads, or he's been using test propionate, high doses of test prop, directly into his quads, and it's made his legs look like shit too. So it just looks like an awful chewed up fucking physique, and then I don't know how the fuck he won. I don't know why Nick Walker has so many fans. Like, again, he's a big dude and he's a freak and everything, but he is extremely inconsistent when it comes to his conditioning on stage, for one thing. Seems like he has like weird emotional problems, and honestly, like the conditioning thing, it seems to be related to just like him sticking to a diet and stuff. It seems like he might be like an overly emotional dude, and he just has trouble sticking to his prep plan. And he just doesn't have a great physique. Like, it's just, he's big, but it's like, okay, You know? I don't get it. No, haven't seen Memories 1995. I don't think Jason Genova really lifts anymore. He might go to the gym occasionally or something, but like the guy wasn't taking training seriously when he was a fucking fitness YouTuber. He sure as hell ain't taking training seriously now. I've had this camera since summer last year. So it is kind of a new camera if you haven't seen any of my streams in a while. Um yeah, it'll look different to you. Ugh. Whenever I do pullovers, I can't feel it in any muscle. I just get the best spinal extension vertebrae separation. I do pullovers after I do pull-ups, so the lats are already a little engaged. Makes it easier to feel it. Don't think my arms are quite 20 inches yet. Not sure though. Oh yeah, RE9's better than RE7. Leaps and bounds ahead of it. No, they don't change your rib cage. I know that dumbass natural hypertrophy says it does. Have you noticed any change to his physique over the years from him doing pullovers? Of course not. He's just a fucking retard.
Appreciate your work throughout the years.
Well, thank you, Manty. Appreciate the donation, dude. Yeah, RE9's a masterpiece. That's almost a perfect game.
I really don't understand the commie insanity in the UK. Like, dude, holy shit, Quran animal rape gangs literally threatened families not to report to police, and police detained fathers who sued these Quran animals. In-game hiding crime because it might be racist.
Yeah. It's crazy. There's been a weird, like, naivete with China for a long time in the UK. I remember the UK government was going to sell their nuclear power to China, and everyone, including the CIA, told them it's a terrible idea. It's a national security threat. They ended up not doing it, but it wasn't even for national security reasons. It's just because they got a better deal selling it to other, private industry. But yeah, it's been bad in the UK for a long time, the communist intrusion. People are just fucking stupid, dude. Thanks for the donation, Blake.
Do you ever cringe at girls bragging about a bench PR when their back arch is bigger than the original McDonald's? Like, bro, that range of motion is literally more pathetic than the distance my dick travels from flaccid to hard.
Yeah, well, it's cringe whether dudes or girls do that. I know what you mean. Like, women suck at benching. They're just at a massive disadvantage because they're women. I understand how they especially have to make sure they optimize their technique, but yeah, there's so many chicks with arches bigger than the fucking McDonald's sign, and then they have to move the bar an inch. Like, that's just fucking stupid. You're not demonstrating strength at that point. Thanks for the donation, though. Casca came. I don't think she came, but RE9 is better than RE4. The RE4 remake. RE4 remake's great, but RE9 is definitely better. Ugh. Oh. Watchmen turned 17 today? You mean the movie? Isn't like Watchmen way older? Son Goku, don't you tell her to hear about Jeff Nippard's fiance? Yeah. I guess it's not too surprising. Like, I'm assuming there's a good chance she ended up killing herself because she had, like, weird stress over, like, her body image, because it's kind of weird how she was obsessing over that. Like, I can understand if you're rich, still being a little self-conscious about taking your shirt off at a beach or something. But the way she was getting upset over how she looked and people calling her fat online and stuff. Like, why don't you just buy a Porsche GT3 RS? You know? Or a Panigale V4 or a Lamborghini or whatever. And stop thinking about it. Ugh. From what I can tell, too, like, Jeff's doing pretty well financially, so it is a little weird that some chick who literally doesn't really have to do anything and is well off would just kill herself, but some people overthink their problems, you know? Thanks for the donation, though, Son Goku. Oh, Suck Cocker or Sock Cucker, don't need tellers. You think Iran's regime will surrender, or will they just try to wait it out until the entire IRGC government is totally obliterated? Depends on how much loyalty is within the regime. Like, they are Islamic retards, so yeah, they may have enough faith in their religion where they're just going to all die because they think they're going to get 72 virgins. Thanks
Why
for
do
the
we
donation,
put
though,
up
dude.
with this shit? Ain't progressive people supposed uphold Western values of freedom and human rights? Why are they then defending Quran animals that just makes life more miserable for everyone? Fuck liberals, fuck Democrats, fuck fake lefties.
Well, yeah, they're not lefties, they're communists. And communists have just infiltrated the whole left-wing sphere, especially progressives. It's a total joke. Like, dude, I never thought I'd see the day where you've got Americans, like, praising and mourning the Ayatollah, the guy who said death to America and was happy when 9/11 happened. Like, there's a really, really serious issue, especially with young people right now. Like, something has to be done about it. Like, it's an existential threat, if you ask me. They don't use these for this, I forgot. That bar is usually referred to as a Swiss bar. Sometimes it's called a football bar. All right. No, I hate Battlefield 6. That game's a piece of shit. I was getting like mildly frustrated with it when it first came out. Like, actually fairly frustrated. There was a lot of problems. There were connection issues. There were problems with the hit detection. Oftentimes you'd see like an enemy, with his head sticking out, and you'd shoot him, and then something in the level geometry would clip your bullets and you wouldn't be able to hit them even though you have a clear line of sight. Like, there's a lot of fucking problems with that. And time to kill was also way too long. They came out with a few updates, and it was starting to get better. I was enjoying it more. And then the last update they brought out completely fucking ruined the game. Like, they fucked that up. My buddy that I play with, who has a PS5, we literally couldn't get through a single match because his game kept crashing. And I don't know if it's connection issues or if there's like a lot of hackers in the game, but there's some people who are playing by completely different rules. Like, I was getting one-shotted with like submachine guns from across the map. It didn't make any sense. And then I have to shoot people a billion fucking times to kill them. I don't know if they give like really generous auto aim and damage to
The
controller
CIA and
users.
Pentagon is at fault for not acting. You can't tell me they or Mossad could not have seen the Chinese Communist and Russian psyops on social media that destabilized the West. Why didn't the CIA do anything? Fuck them. The youth has become radical.
I don't know if they underestimated just how bad the situation is. I have no idea. But yeah, it is seriously fucked. Like, I'm sure a fair number of them are like boomers too. And they're like, what's a TikTok? So who knows, but yeah. It looks like they are starting to actually single out Code Pink, which is good. That's a big fucking source of the commie bullshit. It wouldn't surprise me if by the end of Trump's term, Code Pink ends up getting like arrested or something because of like an FBI or CIA investigation. No, not a fan of Arc Raiders. That game's a piece of shit. Never playing it. It's brain rot, slop trash for fucktards with ADHD riddled brains. It's just dumb. Just trash fucking content.
Did you hear the news about Jeff Nippert? His wife passed away today. I feel so bad. Can't imagine what he's going through.
Ugh. It's too bad that wouldn't happen to my fucking ex. Yeah, whatever, you know. Thanks for the donation, Sleepy.
Then how did the game get good reviews then?
'Cause everyone's a fucking idiot. That's how. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, there's a seal row. Do you like RE9 or Last of Us 2 more? Probably RE9 more. I think RE9 edges it out. I use the jack stands for working on my motorcycles. You don't just use jack stands for cars, you can use them for anything. Yeah, my logbook's in my brain. I just remember all my lifts. Can you use them to hold your broccoli? You'd probably only be able to hold a few pieces.
I don't understand your criticism of Spirited Away. Are you a fucktard? It has a fucking story. The story is a metaphor for being a whiny faggot who can't do anything on their own. By the end of the movie, the girl has confidence and defeats the witch bitch.
That doesn't sound remotely interesting to me. Thanks for the donation, though, Gary. I can't remember the name of this bench. I just picked it up at Fitness Depot during the pandemic. I know it's the brand name is Northern Lights. Ideally, I try to increase the weight on the bar. If I can't do that, then I use double progression schemes where I increase the amount of repetitions I do. But ideally, you just keep using more and more weight. Resident Evil Village sucks. Garbage ass game. That was literally just plain and simple not worth playing. If I had known going into it, it would be that bad, and I didn't do streaming, I just never would have played it. Like, totally not worth it at all. Waste of fucking time. Oh. Oh, the story in Village was fucking retarded. That was some of the dumbest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. Literally all Chris had to do at any point in the fucking game was tell, who's the main character's name again? Ethan? That they didn't kill his wife. His wife was a stupid fucking mold monster. And she escaped. And they have it handled. Like, dude, the only advantage Ethan had when it came to fighting those, like, stupid mold creatures was that he was made out of mold. So he was a little... Like he could take a bit more damage, but, like, the guy is a fucking normie retard. Doesn't have any fucking combat training. What's fucking ironic and hilarious is his ex-wife, basically, worked as a fucking mercenary. He didn't. He was a fucking journalist. Like, it's retarded. So, like, why in the hell wouldn't they just leave it to the experts? You know? He started the fucking game off with a little shitty fucking gun. And then here's Chris Redfield and his whole fucking team Call of Duty'd out to fuck, just with tactical gear. What are you doing? You're gonna help? Like, it's stupid. So, like, if you have to do something so fucking stupid and contrived to make the story work, just make a different fucking story. Because, like, if there's no way to fucking explain why Chris would have never told Ethan that his wife was a mold monster, and if he did, it would ruin the fucking game because nothing would make sense, then just write a different fucking story. It's that simple. Like, oh my god. Oh boy. That pissed me off, though. They did make Chris Redfield look cool. Like, I like how he was jacked and everything. But... yeah, stupid. Just fucking dumb. I'm really looking forward to RE10, though. For sure, it's looking like it's going to be another third-person Resident Evil title with Chris and Leon. Like, that's going to be so badass. There hasn't been a RE game with Chris and Leon in so fucking long. I think it was only RE6 that had the two of them together. Thanks for the donation, Chris. Appreciate it. Should you go close to failure to gain strength or save reps in reserve? For strength training, you probably want to be around 3 reps in reserve for most of your sets. You're going to have more power output, and having the majority of your volume at a very high power output helps build more strength. You want to avoid grinders for sure. The RE7 story didn't suck. There were some weird parts in it. Like, the only thing that just seemed really weird to me was that Ethan's wife was a fucking private military contractor or private security contractor. Like, that was weird. So, like, especially with the way she acted and moved, it just was weird. That was the only thing in the story that kind of didn't sit quite right with me. Oh. Like what was strange too is like they kind of made her a damsel in distress kind of character, and then like there's this section in the game where she's got like a fucking Bison submachine gun blasting mold monsters and shit. It's really weird. Also, like when you see her move, like you'll notice this with people who've ever had like combat training or very athletic, who've been in special forces or something. They don't move like she does. It's very girly, like, "Hey Ethan, uh come help me," like it's weird. It's just a little loose and animated. Whereas like somebody in special forces, you just expect them to be very precise and deliberate, where it's like Ethan, come help me, door over there, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was the only thing in the story that was weird to me. I also was kind of annoyed that you couldn't save that one baker girl because she was hotter than Ethan's wife. Like somehow giving her the mold serum, she still died. Like that was retarded. Like literally the first time I played through the game, I was like, "Oh, she's hotter than Ethan's wife," and Ethan's wife is like kind of annoying. So I was like, "All right, let's save the hotter girl," and then yeah, they still made it so you couldn't save her. How many minutes of cardio do you do now? I haven't been doing like any cardio lately, just because the cold. I'm sort of like fed up with doing cardio in the basement on the machine. I just want it to warm up so that I can just go outside and cycle with my bike. So haven't really been doing any. Like it's kind of sporadic here and there for like maybe 20 minutes at a time. But like normally I do about like 40 minutes to an hour really a day. I really like doing inline skating. If I have like extra free time, I pretty much always just do some extra inline skating. Are you even vegan out of conviction anymore, or is it just health? Your brand and habit. How about I drop you on your fucking head and you can see why I'm vegan? That help you? Got 260 for 5 on bench. 1RM calculator says I can get 310. Maybe if I peek. Um, If you can do about 280 or 285 for sets of 3, you should be able to hit 315 without any problems. And if you've done 260 for 5, you should be able to hit 315. That about works out. I would just start doing sets of 3. And if you get up to being able to do 280 or 285 for sets of 3, then just go for a 1RM. Oh. Fight Dark Matter 2525. He's about to make a video condemning strikes in the Middle East. Who the fuck cares what that loser has to say? Dude, like, I've realized something. There's some amount of legitimizing that you end up doing when you, like, debate certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I think debate's a good thing where you do have to, like, debunk bad ideas. But when you see, like, after years or decades, these bad ideas are still pervasive. And despite there being so many debates, so much discussion, so much evidence proving it's wrong, and then people still believe in this shit, like, that strategy clearly doesn't work, and it's like, it's making me think, maybe all this discussion around it is legitimizing the idea to some extent, because, like, these conspiratorial, retarded, dumb fuck, ideological morons, they're probably thinking in their head, oh, well, if the people I don't like are so adamant against it, maybe there's, like, some truth to it or something. So I'm at a point now where it's like, if you want to kind of engage with a topic like this, you have to do something to make it seem as though the topic itself or their beliefs themselves just aren't worth considering. Like, that's why I did the whole Crom thing when debating Christianity with Jay Dyer. Why would I bother engaging with this presuppositional bullshit? Jesus is fucking gay. He's a weak bitch. He's clearly not the fucking son of God either, if he was, or the God himself, because if he was, he would have, like, kicked ass. But instead, he was this long-haired, hippie, like, fucking loser who whined and cried about everything, and then, like, died. Doing nothing. So, like, why would I take Christianity seriously? So, it's just silly to me to bother, like, even engaging with this presuppositionalist bullshit. Because, like, there's a bigger fundamental problem with the idea, and it's that it's just fucking silly and stupid and gay. Same with this whole, like, Iran thing. Where, oh, you're bombing people, oh, you're breaking international law. You're a fucking bitch. Alright? The only reason these people are doing this is because they're fucking anti-Semites. Like, I'm not gonna bother debating them over whether or not it's okay to, like, fucking invade Iran or something. Like, the topic itself is just so fucking silly. It's not worth my time. So, if I were to, like, talk to these people, I'm just not interested in actually engaging in the ethics of, like, warfare and when it is or isn't, you know, suitable to go to war. Like, the more sensible thing in my mind would be to, like, point out, like, Iran's run by a bunch of fucking assholes. What the fuck do I care what happens to them? Like, I don't care if it's illegal. I don't care if it's, like, you can justify it in some sense. Like, good. If a bad thing happens to bad people, I'm in favor of it, you know? Oh, oh man. Oh. No, people aren't afraid of war. All the people who are talking about how who are using that as a justification to not bomb Iran, they're not in the military. Most of them probably aren't even fit for military service because they're either too old or too gay. Um, like look at people like Dark Synovia or whatever the fuck his name is. This guy is a morbidly obese fucking like 40-year-old retard who lives with his fucking mom. Why is he concerned about like fucking military service? Even if there was a draft, which there wouldn't be for a war like this, there was never a draft for the Iraq War. What does he have to worry about? And the United States is just in kind of a unique position. They're so isolated. They're very hard to attack, so nobody has to fucking worry about anything. And all these fucking dumbasses like Kyle Kalinske, like again, this is an unfit fucking dude in what his late 30s or early 40s. I think he's around my age. He's not going to go into military service. So it's just bullshit. They're not afraid of war. They're just communists and they're trying to defend the Chinese Communist Party. That's all it is. Oh. Is your baseline view of everyone just enemy first, prove your friends? I don't know, seems like a bad worldview. If you're so convinced of veganism, why are you always threatening violence so casually? How is that incompatible with a vegan worldview, you stupid motherfucker? So you don't mind violence against bad people, but you just see everyone as being against you. Yeah, because they are. You're a fucking idiot. Not only are you an idiot, but you're a fucking pussy. Why are you so mean to everyone? You want to start fights? When? And this is why, while this fucking dipshit, like, fucking munches on McDonald's or something, and pays for animals to get tortured. Fuck you. Fucking dipshit. Um. Oh. Currently eating tofu with tahini as a vegan. Oh, so you're just a fucking vagina. So please explain to me, why do you have a fucking problem with me beating the fucking shit out of people who abuse animals? Would you have a problem with me fucking going to war and killing Nazis? Like, if I was storming the beaches of fucking Normandy and I had a fucking M1 Grand and I was picking off fucking Nazis, would you be like, oh, why are you so mean to them? Why don't you just try to talk? Just stupid. You're choosing fist over brain? Okay, so how many people have you convinced to go vegan, dipshit? Right? So I can guarantee you, if I had godlike powers and I can get away with fucking whatever I wanted, I would sure as hell be able to save a lot more animals by literally obliterating people with my mind than I could ever trying to reason with them. So violence is the most efficient and effective way to deal with any fucking problem. If you can obliterate your enemies with overwhelming force, it's over. It's done. There's no compromises that you need to make. There's no time wasted. They're done. So why the fuck, knowing most people are fucking retarded, like degenerate assholes who will just abuse animals and do whatever the fuck they want their entire life, why the fuck would I be concerned with fucking obliterating them? Like, it's just stupid. Oh. I'm talking about you not answering simple questions and then threatening violence. Okay, so you're just a fucking deranged retard. Thank you. There's no point in talking to you. I learned to not waste my fucking time.
Agreed. Why do people have such an issue with violence these days, VG?
Because they're fucking pussies. Like, buddy, I remember, I saw this, like, gradual change when I was a kid, where there was more of this attitude of, boys will be boys, kids will settle things on the fucking playground. It's okay to like have a few rosy cheeks here and there. Like people fight, whatever. Like that's just how you settle things. And then violence is never the answer. Always use your words. And it's always like dumb bitch fucking female teachers saying that horse shit. Yeah. If the only way to settle conflicts was to use your fucking words, then there'd still be fucking slavery, and the Nazis would be fucking running the planet. So, like, it's just fucking retarded. It's the most dumb, backwards, gay fucking bullshit, and it's just communist nonsense that fucking women, perpetuate. And it doesn't work in the real world. Like, tell the fucking police to use their words, right? Like, if somebody breaks into your fucking house and is trying to rape you, okay, you told that to fucking me, right? When I was a kid, if any of those fucking teachers had some psycho try to rape them and they called the cops, well, the cops should say, did you try to, like, work things out first? Did you ask him to stop? Maybe you should tell a teacher. Do you have, like, a parent or a friend you can talk to? Like, it's fucking stupid. Guess what? If you had a fucking gun, you wouldn't have this fucking issue, would you? Like, I can tell you, violence is very often the answer. And it's often the best answer. Oh. Yeah, like I'm gonna let you fucking read that out in my chat, dumbass. Yeah. Say that to my face. Come say that to my face. And have fun eating the rest of your meals through a fucking tube for the rest of your life.
KVG, it's been a while. I enjoy watching a workout video make my laugh by responding to these skinny femme twinks. Lol in Earl, they won't fight you, they'll probably call the cops. Lamau.
Yeah, probably. Thanks for the donation, dude. Like, I don't even care if any of these people will fight me. Like, there's certain things that aren't worth fighting over for whatever reason, but it's like the way they think is just so fucking beta male and bitch made. Like, that's my problem. Thanks for that donation, though, dude. Ugh. I don't know if there's enough space to put more weight. Not sure if I can get longer handles. Let's see. Nope. I weigh 240 right now. Okay. If you want to debate so bad, hop in Discord. I'll give you 2 minutes. If debate room, invite. There you go. If you don't go in Discord, I'm banning you. Sony TV, microphone. There we go. Fucking dumbass.
The word faggot. For a guy who calls people faggot, you tend to do a lot of gay stuff. You have any OnlyFans where you sell your body to gay dudes that lust over you. That's some gay shit. Larry Wheels might be a fucking idiot, but he's never done that. Poop emoji.
First of all, he has done that, and secondly, apparently he has, if not literally had sex with men, he's had men have sex with his girlfriends, and he's been in the room while it happens. From the text messages and shit that have been shared, I think he likes eating other dudes' cum and shit, kind of like Destiny. So, yeah, he's definitely a bit gayer than me. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. Uh. I wouldn't get a slate truck. Those things look like pieces of shit.
Agreed, violence is always the answer, and nothing is as sweet as watching evil people like Hitler die in a puddle of their own blood. After shooting themselves in the head because they were scared shitless of the Soviet Union.
Yep. Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. And hear the lamentation of their women. That is what is best in life. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Okay, so Dummies banned. See you later. You won't debate. You just dodge and avoid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he said he was going to hop in 5 minutes ago, didn't he? How would you describe yourself politically? Not an idiot. Oh, wait, is that him? Who the fuck are you? Hello, who the fuck are you? Hello? Check your audio settings, dumbass. I don't know who the fuck this is. Don't hear anything. It's definitely not my end. Okay. That's that. Fucking stupid. Ugh.
In the words of the Butterfly Queen from Pixar's latest flick, Hopper's Let's Squash the Humans.
I didn't see that movie, so thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. How would I describe myself politically? Just not stupid. Did I already answer that? Having a deja vu feeling. If I get a Honda Rebel, can I drive you around while you sit on the back with your arms around me? I wouldn't fit on that bike. Even the bigger Rebel 1100, that is a really small bike. Really small. You'd need like a 1300cc Vulcan or something. You do not want to drive a small bike with a big passenger in the rear, tell me. Like, I'm telling you. Really bad idea. How long have you been a biker? It's been about 10 years now.
Fair enough about Larry Wheels, I didn't know that. But still. Why the fuck would you call people faggot when you do gay shit? It's like me calling someone a nigger even though I'm black. Faggots. You help faggots bust a load to you.
Calling somebody a faggot doesn't have anything to do with them being gay. Just watch that South Park episode. Thanks for the donation, dude. Ugh. Can be related, but yeah. Ugh. Oh.
It's still a good line, though, that you would agree with since humanity blows so squish the humans.
I guess. You know. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Oh, man.
Spot on. Modern society is a playground for the weak. We play video games to mimic the hunt and douse everything in barbecue sauce to simulate the taste of blood because people are too terrified of the actual kill. We've traded our primal nature for corn syrup.
Don't know about that, but thanks for the donation, dude. I am very fucking exhausted. I think I'm still gonna have a problem training biceps because of the shoulder. I'll just yeah, I'll just finish the back work.
I know you're exhausted VG, but remember, train insane or remain the same.
Yep. Thanks for the donation, Ivory. Oh yeah, I bet Hassan Piker's angry. Fucking piece of shit. Why can't that fucker get deported? Dude, if Trump deports Hassan, I'm fucking MAGA all the way. I want him to get reelected.
Will, if any humans deserve to be squashed first, it's Hassan Piker.
Yeah, definitely. There's not one single redeeming quality about the guy. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Ugh. Give me a fucking break. Why the fuck does this load so slow on my phone? Oh my god. Anadrol skills and artillers. Sure about Jeff Nipper's partner passing away. Yeah. Yeah, 80 people have told me already. Somebody said it was suicide. I didn't see anywhere that it was a suicide. Thanks for the donation though, dude. Ah. Stop wasting my time. See you later, dumbass. I know a fucking time waster when I see one.
Do you like Trump's peace through strength method? Like he gives the option for peace, but he also gave the leader of the Taliban the photo of his house's location. If you touch even a hair, I'll blow you off the fucking planet. And then just leaves the room.
Yeah, that's what he says. I don't think it exactly went down like that. He let the Taliban do whatever the fuck they wanted. He didn't force them to abide by any fucking agreement they made. So he fucked up massively when it came to the Taliban. That's why the whole pullout from Afghanistan was so fucked. He just gave them way too much leeway, power, and control. Didn't consult with the Afghan government. It was stupid. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. Okay. that's it for the workout. I'd normally do biceps, but my shoulder, I don't think it can handle doing bicep work right now. It's getting better, but it's not totally healed. But getting bigger and rounder and stronger. That's all we really need. So, I'm fucking exhausted as shit. Absolutely wrecked. I don't think I'm going to do a stream tonight, and if I do, it'll be like way later. I need to like just rest. So I'm gonna go pee pee poo poo bum bum. Oh, what is this?
At Camilla Christini Norveganus 161, your point is just because we are humans does not mean that our species deserves to live. Just imagine how wonderful the world could be if our worthless species went extinct.
Yeah, thanks for the donation, Dodo. I am on peptides. It's called growth hormone. I can guarantee you growth hormone's better than TB500. I have taken both. So, all right. So, I'll see you when I see you. Don't expect a stream tonight, and if you do, it'll be like really late, like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. Something like that. And I'll just fuck around on like Resident Evil or some shit. But should be on tomorrow. I don't have to train tomorrow. It's a rest day too. I might have 2 rest days. So I'll have some more free time. We'll fuck around and do shit. But big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. Keep making those vegan and steroid gains, and I'll see you all next time.